In today's video, I decided to stop off in the middle of a motorcycle trip and in the beautiful Hai Van Pass here in Da Nang, Vietnam. And I was thinking a lot as I was on the bike around the term motion and how it's become a popular term, right? In the influencer space, in the hot lingo space, I guess all the people who are maxing things, they talk a lot about motion, right? And motion is upward mobility. It's someone who's succeeding, thriving, they're trendy, they're hot, etc. And as you guys know, I play more from a grounded, higher wisdom, spiritual space. And I was thinking about, what does motion actually mean in more of a personal growth and spiritual perspective? And motion really comes in 4 different definitions, in my opinion. And those 4 definitions all come together. And I'm going to share with you a little bit in this video about what those definitions are and how they all come together to help you become the best version of yourself, have upward mobility, get positive traction and upward spirals. So the 4 definitions of motion, the way I would define them from a personal growth or spiritual perspective, are: motion can simply be emotion, motion can be movement, motion can be accessing flow states, and motion can be the common term of gaining momentum and going on an upward spiral, right? So let's talk about the first one, emotion. I don't know, a lot of you guys might have heard this, but emotion stands for energy in motion. So for us to be having a true sense of freedom as men, for us to really be comfortable in our own skin, it's very important that our emotions are constantly moving. Doesn't mean we're crying all the time, doesn't mean we're feeling deeply and super emotional all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your body and your internal system, your emotional system is open enough where you can feel all the emotions and feelings coming in and out, right? When I'm on the bike, I can feel a little excitement. I have a little slip, I can feel a little scare, a little fear, right? I see a very beautiful woman, I feel something around that. I realize I missed a call, which hasn't happened, but that's a hypothetical. I would feel guilt or shame around that, right? So emotion in a healthy way for men is when your emotions are just coming in and out, because it allows the motion to flow. So emotion, again, is energy in motion. And when you are actively allowing your emotions to flow in and out, you are then constantly in motion. You are not suppressing anything. You're not stuck. You're not trapped in a cave or in the darkness of your mind. So that's why having a sense of open emotions flowing in and out is all really important, because when emotions are flowing in and out, it allows you, your spirit, your spirituality, your freedom to be in motion. So therefore you're never stuck, you're never caught, you're never held down by anything. So emotion, again, is energy in motion, and it's really important that you allow the flow of the emotions in and out to have a sense of internal freedom. And that's the first definition. The second definition of motion is moving around. Bam, bam, bam. I'm moving around right now here on this beautiful hill overlooking Da Nang and the Hai Van Pass. I've been moving around taking this motorcycle trip. In fact, one thing I like to do is at least once every 2 weeks or so, I like to take a 3 to 4 day trip to a different town, explore a different city, maybe come back to the city and do some work with clients and my men's groups and whatnot. But I try to make sure I'm not just in the same place for a month in a row, 2 months in a row, 3 months in a row. Even though I have a house and I like to have stability, but because moving around and movement allows opportunity to strike. When you're constantly in one routine, okay, I got to go to the gym, I got to do work, then I'm going to take a break, I'm going to meditate, I'll go socialize with my friends, I'll go to sleep, rinse and repeat. When you're stuck in one place, when you're stuck in one city, when you're stuck in one way of life, lifestyle, routine, it really closes the door on opportunity. And therefore we don't feel the freedom of life and we don't feel the aliveness of life as much. When you're able to constantly be moving, whether it be going on hikes, going on a swim in the ocean, walking around, and like I said, exploring new places, literally being nomadic, going from town to town, eating new foods, meeting new people, exploring new landscapes, going on hikes, seeing waterfalls, etc. When you're constantly having this movement, that kind of motion, it opens up a sense of freedom. The spirit tends to open up and trust that the world is going to bring good things. But when we're closed and there's no motion there, a darkness, a little bit of a mental health challenge, a little bit of a feelings of feeling stuck or trapped can come in. So it's very important to have motion out in the world, to be moving around, exploring new landscapes, cultures, people, getting on a motorcycle if you can and exploring and facing some of the fears and some of the uncertainty that comes around with constant movement. Movement can also take the form of the physical body movement. I do my Qigong practice every day. I'm actually about to drop in right after this video here, and always moving my body, always moving my energy through my Qigong practice. Going on hikes and walks, moving the body, again, going on a swim, moving the body. So both in terms of physical fitness and in terms of spiritual fitness, that's important, spiritual fitness. Movement is very important. That creates motion. When we're constantly physically fit, it brings good mental health. And when we're moving around, exploring new things, letting life and God bring us new opportunities and going into the unknown, that brings a sense of spiritual fitness and spiritual freedom around living with a sense of curiosity, and that opportunity could be anywhere, and a curiosity of nature and what the world has to offer and what business opportunities are ahead of you, what women you might bump into, and all of these things. So constant movement is a form of motion that can bring a lot of freedom. That's number two. The third version, which is number one and number two are precursors to the third one, and the third one is flow states. Accessing flow states. What are flow states? Flow states are when we can let go of the mind, let go of emotional reactivity, let go of our toxic habits and our addictions, let go of the wounds in our heart, let go of our nice guy syndrome, and we can just come to being present in the moment. When we're so present in the moment, we access flow states, right? Like again, when I'm on my motorcycle hitting the curves, I'm in a flow state. When I'm surfing in the ocean and catching the waves, I'm in a flow state. And when you're in a flow state, you get out of the analytical mind. You get out of the racing mind. You get out of the negative thinking patterns. You get out of the limitations of the mind. And you start to trust your instinct, your intuition, and just go in the flow. A lot of times when I'm working and I'm in flow state, I can get 8 hours worth of stuff done in 2 hours. But when I'm constantly in my thinking mind and my planning mind and my strict mind, sometimes I procrastinate. I get distracted by social media, et cetera, et cetera. So for me, it's very important, and I've learned the skill on how to access flow states on demand, something I teach in Men in Mastery. It's one of the biggest things I teach in Men in Mastery, is to access flow states to the point where when you're working, you can get, like I said, 8 hours worth of stuff done in 2 hours. When you're in a sport, when you're surfing, when you're on the motorcycle, you can be so tuned into your environment, to your body, that everything happens without the mind coming in and wandering or playing tricks. And when you can access flow states is when you can access deeper wisdom, deeper intuition, deeper instinct, and really think thoughts and take actions that are more aligned with your truth and who you really are. And these flow states are a product of the first two. They're a product of, first, your emotions must be in motion, the energy must be in motion. And secondly, you want to constantly have movement, physical movement and spiritual movement. And when you have those things, it's much easier to drop into flow state, which again, brings more instinctual behavior and a lot of times more efficiency as well. So that's another form of being in motion, right? Now let's talk about the last form of being in motion. This is the one we started the video off with how the kids define it. Upward movement, upward mobility, success, popularity, influence, just being someone who everybody knows. And this is something I do know about humbly, being someone who's created men's groups in 7 communities, more than 3,000 men coming through the groups. I know what it's like to have motion. Sometimes there's upward movement and things just come together. And other times I don't have motion and things are just stagnant and nothing is growing. So in order to have upward motion, it's really important to be connected with your presence. It doesn't happen from executing a plan. It doesn't happen from having a vision and working so hard and pummeling yourself to make sure that vision comes through, being behind your computer for 12 hours a day, right? Doing push-ups, doing sit-ups, going to the gym. All these things are great productive things, but they're not what give you motion. Presence is what gives you motion. Being in the moment, feeling the moment, having interactions with people where they can feel your presence. When you're around people, your presence is trustworthy, your presence is influential, right? The light emits out of you that you're a man who has peace, you're a man that loves his life, you're a man that has confidence, you're a man who's a leader. And when that happens, people tend to want to follow you, people tend to want to trust you, people tend to want to learn from you. People tend to want to maybe even listen to you and to your advice for them. And a lot of times people even want to help you. So to have this upward trajectory, this upward spiral, that kind of motion, again, it's a product of the first three. Your emotions must be open. Energy must be in motion. Number one. Number two, you must be moving around so you have physical movement and spiritual movement, curiosity and wonder of the world. Number three, accessing flow states. So you're in such a flow that you're able to operate from the highest awareness and efficiency by getting out of the thinking mind, being in the body, and accessing flow states, and creating in the world, producing and leading from flow state. And then when you're able to do those things and you're able to take that to the real world, whether you're doing public speaking, whether you're in a podcast, presentation, sales calls, with clients, in the workplace, with colleagues, with partners, whoever it is, when you're able to take that expression of presence and bring it to the outside world in your interpersonal interactions with people, it's not just internally, but it's how you deal with people, how you interact with people, and they can feel your presence and they can feel your flow state. They can feel your emotions, your energy and motion. They can feel your spiritual freedom. That's when you start to get the upward movement. That's when you start to emanate a charismatic and trustworthy presence that people want to follow. That's when you become influential. That's when people like you, want to be around you, and want to follow your lead. So the upward mobility comes from the presence you hold. And the presence you hold is a determination of the other three things before it. So gentlemen, I dropped a lot of wisdom for you there. This is the internal environment of how you have upward motion, how you have motion, how you have upward mobility. And it's really, really important you realize about how you cultivate your internal environment. When your internal environment is open, when your internal environment isn't rigid, when you're allowing life to happen with a sense of curiosity, with a sense of openness, you're allowed to access these flow states and have motion. When you're someone who's too caught up in your plans, too caught up in rigidity, your schedule, your routines, you're never gonna have that motion. So I'm gonna go get back on my bike. I'm gonna go explore the mountains. I'm gonna go meet some cool people. I'm gonna see what motion life gives me. If you learned something from this video, go ahead and click the links below to learn more about our Masculine Mastery Method 6-month transformational program, where we help you live from flow state. To learn more about our masculine dating school community, or to join one of our men's groups. I'll see you on the next video.